So
Thank you.
this is the chart I have shown now. Actual trades I have taken in this manner. You can see how these trades were taken. So P side, this is the main position I am holding, 800 and 400. This is the C side. So this red box, just monitor this red box first. These are the main strikes. Other strikes have been taken due to some other reasons, OI data and all, but these are the main strikes. 800 quantity, 400 quantity. To just now 932 it is, and this is the position I am holding. And this is actually a OI data. Earlier I used to monitor OI data like this. So max OI data is at 31,500 and 31,000. So this is the max OI data. So due to this 31,500, I have taken 400 quantity here because OI data says market will remain in this range. But as per the premiums, 600, 700 is safe, and 31,000 and 30,900 is safe. So this is the initial position at 932, just entered. This 2.55, there is no point in entering here. Still, I have entered. So, as per the rules, if it is more than 1.95, you can enter. So, this is the position at 10 o'clock. So, I have increased the quantity. Now, both are for 1,000, 1,000. And 31,500, which I had taken as per OI data. This I had squared it off at a loss because market was moving up. At 10 o'clock also, it has moved up from here to here actually. So we can re-enter this position again. You can monitor this. Now, what is this trade? This is monthly expiry trade I have taken. So this is not in the normal setup. This is in the 28th November expiry. This is actually we are doing 21st November expiry. But this is I used to take, but sometimes it doesn't work out. Better stick to this normal setup. So this 28th November expiry, I have, because you can't keep it running, I have closed it at 10,000 profit. So this is already both has given effectively 10,000 profit. I've just squared it off because market moves violently. This will move very fast. These high premiums will move very fast. So mainly we are maintaining this 1,000 quantity, 1,000 quantity, and 1 strike inside limited quantity where I had shown you. Uh, this is the line 400 and 600 was added here. This is the 400, 600, 600 was added, 400 was added starting, then 600. These are the two strikes which will be hit first. Now these strikes I take it as a total premium. I don't see what is getting hit. Now it is 54. Let us see what happens to this 54. This 54 should not increase. If it goes beyond 60, then you may have to roll up or hold down. This has gone beyond 60, but not much. So accordingly, I have reduced the quantity here. Here it is 34, it has become, this is 16. 61, we had sold it. Now it is 51. Yeah, it is at 51 now. So it is okay. You have to monitor total premium. So mainly we are maintaining these two support strikes only. There is a up and down movement. So 600, 700, 200 and 100. These are the main strikes we are holding. And means we are maintaining 200-point distance from the market. So we are just concentrating on this. Automatically MTM will come. Only thing is, if there is a big movement one side, then this MTM will drop. So it continues in the same manner. You can
Amrik Raj here. One question.
yeah.
So for the scanning of a problem giving side, I mean, we will wait, you know, 125 points from the spot, or
Yes,
how
125
this?
points from the tough spot.
Okay. So as soon as
This
it
this is
crosses the
this is for
125,
this strikes I am talking about.
mm-hmm,
These the which are in the red box. Now these are
mm-hmm,
our main strikes. Now this is at 200 points away. This is also at 200. Means distance between these two is 400. Okay.
mm-hmm,
So once one side is hit, other side the distance will increase.
mm-hmm,
So supposing this is getting hit, I'll reduce this quantity and I will increase this quantity here. So market is
mm-hmm,
dropping down, then this will be hit. So this way you can maintain. It's not necessary also,
mm-hmm.
but 100 points rule you must follow. Otherwise, it may suddenly become ATM and very fast the premium will shoot up. We can re-enter
Okay.
again. Supposing now this shoots up. Now this is not shooting up
Mm-hmm.
much.
So are you maintaining any moving average or some kind of indicator to
No, no. This is
get the
the
hint?
chart. This is the chart I see. See, this is the chart I see.
Mm.
I keep this range. This is my range. This is the area. This is made on
Mm.
Zerodha only. Okay.
Okay.
I keep this. Now this strike, this strike, I will take some action if this line is crossed.
Mm.
Otherwise, I will
Okay.
not take any action. The same way this strike, if it is crossed here, now what happens is in the end, two strikes together you can maintain as a strangle together, like total premium you have to maintain. There you don't follow that 125 points rule. Now here what we
Okay.
are doing is same way, like now these two premiums you can monitor. So as the
Okay. We
door,
need to work on total premium. Yeah.
yes,
Okay.
the near strikes which are near strikes, or the straddle if you are maintaining, straddle is total
Mm.
ATM. There you maintain total premium of two strikes. Okay. Otherwise you
Okay.
follow that 125 points rule.
Okay. Got it.
So
Thank you.
see, I am selling here 400C, 500C. This is for some reason, but for explanation, I think you better stick to this box. I am selling these because of these OI data. I am seeing OI data here. This is a build up taking place here. Now here the OI data is 15 lakh. Now this is actually 500 is very near to the market price, but I am adding quantity here because I know this. So many people are sitting here at 31,500. If market crosses 31,500 and finishes above 31,500, all these people will end up in loss. They will not allow the market to cross 31,500, or it will cross, it will come back. It will not. It will not stay beyond this. So that is why I am taking this. This is the slightly risky trade, but see, I am taking at 31, almost 31 rupees. I have sold this. I will run into loss if market finishes at 31,530. Then only my this strike will be in loss at the expiry time. So uh, that is why minimum quantity we can take. Even though here it is going into a loss, but still you can hold on. When the market drops here, you will see how fast this profit will generate here. So it has gone. We are maintaining these 5 rupees here, 8 rupees here, 16, 16 here. This is the main strikes. Now these two I am taking as per the OI data only.
Okay.
So, so this is the OI data you have to monitor if you are taking these trades like this. And 31 200 also this is building up. So 31 200 P side is also safe. So as we move on, you can keep increasing the quantity. See, these strikes are safe now. These 4 rupees, 6 rupees are safe. If you have capital available, just add quantity here. You can add quantity here, right? And now in the meanwhile, I have taken another strangle of 28 November here of equal premium. This I used to take in those days. Nowadays, I don't take this. So nowadays, premium shoots up also. So as we move on, you can increase the quantity. Now 1330 is there at 2400, 2000. This we are I am maintaining 31,500. See, this has loss has reduced here. Even though selling average was 29, buying this was 20 is 24, but in between I have squared off at 45. At 45, some quantity was squared off. No harm in booking a loss if should not run into a bigger loss. So in between I have squared off also. So as we move on, what happens is this 31,500 comes into your territory of this area. Two strike rule. Now 31,500 has come in this. How it has come? Now the market is almost at 31,380. Market is 31,380. So this we were already in this trade. So only thing is this I have squared off book profit here in this and shifted quantity here. So now we are maintaining a distance of 300 points. As we progress in the day, later of part of the day, you can reduce this gap to 200 points also. In the end, you can reduce this gap to 100 points also. As I said, you have to maintain total premium. What is the total premium going on? So as we move, this is the actually next month trade. This is a separate box. Actual trading we are doing here. Now here what has happened is, this is the setup. In between I have taken a straddle here. This is only 100 quantity. Now straddle means you have to just monitor total premium, nothing else. Total, what is total going on. This is 131 here, you have to monitor these two. So as the day progresses, you are increasing quantity here, here. So all this time the market has moved and remained at this level. It has gone up. There are chances it may go up or it may fall down. So you have to be careful here. That is why I am not selling 31,300 PE. I am not selling because here the maximum OI is at 31,200. 31,300 is risky. As per the OI data, 31,300 is still risky. So aggressive people who are aggressive, they sell this also, but better to be safe. So we are continuing with this straddle and these two strikes. Straddle, I have booked profit in this. I have just closed it because there are chances market may move because it has remained in this range for quite long period, so it may move. So I have squared off this straddle here. Next strike I have squared off. Yeah, here I have squared off. This we are maintaining this. This is a common feature, like only 200 points away from ATM each other. Now the time is 2:45. Only half an hour to go. You can maintain this distance. So now we can just let it expire. It will become worthless. This has become 0.6. You can book profit here, but it will be very risky to move to this strike. Some quantity you can move to 400C, but not more than that. Same way. Now it continues. Market is falling here. So this quantity is full quantity shifted here for 3 rupees. 0.6 booked profit in this, and full quantity shifted here. So 3000 here and 3000 this side. Same way. Now,
Sorry, can you mention the
This
distance
is
again,
point-
Anil? This is what
Haji?
we are.
distance.
Yeah, the distance from the market around this time. How far are you keeping it?
Now last spike it is dropping down. Now it has come below 400. It may be around 31,370. Yeah, you can't see. Oh, here you can see 31,407 is the market price here at this time. It is at 407. It is exactly between these two. ATM is 31, spot is 31,407 here. So it will, no, it is not 407. This is actually frozen here, is not moving. So this line is 400. This is around 375. Yeah, it is at 375. That is why this P is spiking up. So now this 300 P is only 75 away from par market. So this you watch. I will book loss in this, and then I will re-enter again. This you can see. I have squared off this. I shifted full quantity to this strike because here 3.8 was available. See, from here when it spiked up, I squared off this and shifted the quantity to this. Shifted the quantity to this. After some time, we'll come back here also if the market doesn't fall further. So this is a 3,000 quantities being maintained here and here, and then it continues. Now 257 in the end also. Now this is called a nearest strangle, 300P and 31,400C. This is called nearest strangle. Means these two strike are OTM, nearest OTM strikes. So if market remains between 300 and 400, both will end up at zero. Both will end up at zero. Both will end up at zero if the market remains within 300 and 400. So this equal quantity, minimum quantity, balanced you can take. This is being monitored separately, and these will become worthless. This has become 0.45, 0.60, but here I have increased quantity. For these two I have increased quantity. Now whole concentration is on this, but here it's too risky to increase to very high quantity. And here I have increased quantity because this has dropped down. there are chances this will become zero very fast. So here the quantity was reduced, or just maintain it and do not run into big loss. Here this is squared off, this is squared off, only this is being maintained. So these are our trades which we have taken. This is the next month expiry what I have taken. Here also it has generated some profit. And this is one trade I had taken in Nifty. 12,000 I sold. I think this was the expiry, quite smooth it was. So anything else, you can see this is the profit booked at these strikes. 11,000, 38,000, 15,000, 35,000, 28, 18, 10,800. On these strikes, also some profit or loss is there, not entered here. So we have summaries like this at plus minus 400, 500, considered as safe trades. But watch out if the market moves 300, 400 points in one direction. So the main key is it will hit your strikes, you will run into losses, but you have to balance it by selling the opposite side. If C is hit, you have to sell it on P side. You have to be aggressive on the other side. And when the C comes back, you have to re-enter that point, C again. This is the way we have to fight the market. So plus minus 200 comes under attack first. If the market moves 100 points in one direction, then that side must be squared off. So you are maintaining plus minus 200. If market moves one direction 100 points, to square off that and add on quantity on the other PE side. This is the main expiry trading. This is the basic setup. Now we'll move on to the new ideas which I'm using in the expiry trading. About this, anybody wants to ask anything, they can ask now.
Amrikji, Abhijit.
Yeah.
See, Amrikji, two questions basically. One is you said that when market is moving in one direction, you keep adding on the other side. Suppose market is going up, you keep adding on PE side, and if it moves to a certain level, you exit and wait for this to come back. Now here the specific question is that when we re-enter, because I find myself very in an awkward position when I see that I exited, but re-entry is very pathetic for me. I never find that when should I re-enter. Suppose I sold it at 15, so I exited at around 30, 35. So when should I re-enter on that strike again?
So again, monitor when it comes back to 30, 35. Just monitor and then closely see the chart. Candles you have to see at that time. You may find some clue about the reversal. You have to re-enter again. You have to see the chart, you have to see the candles, where the wick is being formed. So all those technicals you have to use at that point. Because you may re-enter again, it may give a bigger spike on that same direction again. But in the meanwhile, you can add quantity on the existing P's and you can add one more P strike. Because P side, once C side becomes 100 points away from ATM, P will be 300 points away from ATM. So that time you have to enter with P which is at 200 points away from ATM. That to minimum quantity only. First start with 200, then build it to 400. That PE will balance out your loss. So once market comes back and you are entering CE, then that C and P you have to balance together. You have to see the total premium of both these two. See, in this fight, what will happen? Your remaining outer strikes are safe. They will generate continuous profit then. You are fighting in the inner strikes. No problem. Once the movement is big, then it may hit the outer strikes also. So there is no point when there is a big fall or big spike. Sometimes, many times, I have squared off all my positions also. Any strangle, any setup, any straddle, sellers, they have to close their positions if there is a big movement in the market price. Supposing market is just falling 100 point, 200 point, 300, 500, you cannot manage. You have to just square off all your positions and wait for the market to settle down. So that is the best way. You may feel like, why did I exit? I should have entered this strike. I should have hold on. I should hold on to this strike and then see the market. I think when there is a big fall or big spike, better to exit all your positions. Whatever is the position, just exit and then wait. No problem. You may end up paying more brokerage, but that is the best way to handle. Normal steady run we can handle, but big spikes, sudden spikes, will not be able to handle the position. Next question. What was the next question, Abhijit?
So it was on the addition of suppose market is going up, so I am adding another side. Actually, what I found that suppose I sold 15 premium initially, and one went to 30, other also reduced to 7 8. So now the question is that adding to that 7 8, does it give me much benefit because other side is moving very fast?
You can add. Supposing you see market has stabilized at some level, it has stopped moving. So the one strike which is hit, like which has gone to 35, CE has gone to 35. You can even sell. You can add quantity on CE side 100 points away from that strike which you had squared off. So there also you can add quantity. That also can hit. You can add quantity there, or you can add quantity on PE side. But action has to be taken. See, on this expiry, many people got in trouble. 23,600 PE was getting hit very badly. Market was dropping down, and I was not able to handle. That time I started adding quantity at 23,700 CE. So other side you have to see where the premium is, where the strike is. So you can add like that on PE side also when the market is going up. It will balance it out.
And when, Amrikji, we should stop fighting after what time? Because we've seen that maybe after 2 or 2:30, then adjusting at other end does not give benefit. It is more like you exit with the trouble giving one.
This is one zone. This is one zone. This is second zone. This is the third zone. Once it enters the third zone here, just square off. And if your MTM is shooting up, anytime this is in the third zone, and very fast it has gone into the third zone, then you have to square off.
So my question, Amrikji, was about the times. Means after what time we should not try to adjust? Is there anything like that, or we should always keep fighting?
See, the thing is, up to 12 o'clock, you can remain 300 points away from the market. And then after 12 o'clock, up to 1 o'clock, you can go near the market like 200 points away from the market. Afterwards, 100 points. After 2 o'clock, 100 points away from the market. But these two strikes which you are maintaining, CE and PE, that will help you. Together they will help you. Supposing it is moving in one direction, you have to add quantity on the other side. You have to fight like that only.
Okay, Amrikji, I got it.
So we'll move on to.
Amrik, some people want to come in, I think.
Oh, I didn't get a sound. Okay. Shishir, anybody else?
Amrit ji, before we move on to the next section, it's a quick question.
Yeah.
So now we have shown the chart and the MTM profits. So I've seen the MTM started at 60K
Hmm.
around 10:30, 11 o'clock, and then it kept on going up, and then finally I think it ended at around 1.5 lakhs or something like that. So now my question is, somebody who doesn't have time to monitor from morning to evening, is there a period? Okay, now I want to do it for 2 hours. So can I enter at 9:20 and then
No,
by
no.
let's say at 11,
No, no.
11:30, whatever
If
I
you have
get, I
got 2
just
hours, if you
come
have
out?
got 2 hours, then you enter at 2 o'clock.
That is the best time.
Best time. You can do expiry trading. Just start at 2 o'clock.
Okay.
Many times my MTM will show less than 1 lakh by 2 o'clock, but after 2 o'clock it will shoot up. So after 2 o'clock also you can enter. So now